Hey guys, Brian Pierce from Seat Time here, and I am back with the 2017 Sherco SEF-R Factory Edition dirt bike. If you didn't get a chance to see the unboxing video that actually got this motorcycle into the state that it's in now, make sure you go check that out. If you came to Seat Time because of Enduro 21, thank you very much. I'm super excited to see that they posted the video. That was awesome of them, so thank you very much, Enduro 21. We're getting ready to do one of the most important things that you need to do, definitely before the first time you ride your motorcycle, and potentially quite a few other times, to set the sag. One of the very interesting debates that I've heard throughout the many years of riding dirt bikes is to set your sag in your gear or not in your gear. So we're going to choose to do it in my gear. Now it's been a while since I've set my sag or had anybody help me set my sag, so let's bring in my lovely assistant. Howdy, assistant. What say you? What should I set my sag to?
Optimal sag for a Sherco is 105 millimeters.
105 millimeters, you say? That sounds fantastic. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and measure the extended height of the shock when it's pulled all the way up so that we have a good starting base, and then we can find the difference with me sitting on it to see if we're at 105 or where we're at and what we need to do with the spring. So we went down probably about 90 millimeters. So what we need to do now is we need to get a tool out and let out some compression on the shock so that it can actually sag just a tad bit lower, get about another 10 millimeters out of it. 15 millimeters technically. We're gonna get there. All right, look good?
105.
All right, let's go ride this thing. Alright guys, it's officially been too long since I did the unboxing video, but I'm finally getting a chance to ride the Sherco today. As we mentioned, Brian's story from Adventure Moto KTM there in McKinney, Texas has been a huge help with us, not just allowing us to get the bike shipped there and for me to put it together there, but I'm getting a chance to ride on his property as well. The goal is to be out here every Thursday, so I'm going to be putting weekly videos out for you guys as we're getting ready for Seat Time Adventures in Colorado. Today, if you guys don't pay attention either to past Seat Time videos, my personal YouTube channel, or any of my Woody B. Pierced social bitch on the internet, then just to give you a heads up, I had ankle surgery back in January, and this will be the first time that I've been on the bike since. So it's been about 6 months. So not only am I kind of getting back on the bike from doctor's orders, but I'm also going to be on the Sherco for the first time. So I'm just going to be heads up. Typically, I'm a slow rider, but right now it's probably going to be a little bit slower than normal. The goal today is to just get back on the bike, to get used to it, to find my settings, and to kind of get the bike set up for myself. I want to do a lot of suspension testing, a lot of tweaking around with the levers and putting the shifter as in brake levers in different places, and just being comfortable. Right now, I have everything set stock. If you were to go to the user's manual and look in the standard mode, that's what I've got going right now on the bike, and I'm going to go from there. So I'm very much looking forward to it, and hopefully I don't do what Brian's story said and actually loop out right away. Other than that, I think we should go ride some motorcycles and have some fun. Is it just me, or does it kind of look like I'm just like completely pinballing off of everything? Yep. Didn't look too bad when I hit that.
No, it looked better than it did before.
I think one thing I'm gonna do is roll the bars back a little bit more. Strangely, I feel like the cockpit's huge, and I can already tell I'm not getting up in it enough, even though I have the handlebars in the back position. So I'm gonna roll the handlebars back some and see if that makes it, because it feels a little weird in some of those, and it may just be the bend. See how weird it is. I went all the way out on compression, so all the way out on the front forks and all the way out for low speed compression on the shock. Now I'm gonna open up, so I'm at 1.5 out on the compression for the rear shock. I'm actually gonna open that up to 2, and then the low speed is all the way open. I think the springs are just a tad bit too stiff, so I'm kind of trying to figure that out right now. Couple things, I've had to double up on my gloves because I don't have any liners or duct tape. That's how unprepared I am because I haven't done this in so long. And I'm also...
He's got my hands, baby hands.
Baby hands. I'm also gonna throw the crazy switch on the Sherco because it has a map. So right now it's been in the easy map, so I'm gonna check out what the badassery map is like and see how quickly I lose it. The badassery switch! Wah, wah, wah. Oh yeah! I can't feel the fucking grips now. Couldn't because of this.
Remember those Kevlar gloves?
That being so much thicker, I couldn't get my hand through enough. My little baby hands. I'm pooped, but I felt way better. All right, guys. I don't know if I look hot and sweaty to you, but I feel hot and sweaty, and it's been a while since I've been riding, and it feels like it's been a while since I've been riding. But obviously, if you listen to what my dad and I were talking about during some of the helmet cam footage, you can tell that we went back and forth a lot on the settings, and that's exactly what you've got to do when you're getting used to a new bike. We could kind of tell that the springs were a little too stiff because when we set the static sag, it was about 40 millimeters when my rider sag was to get to 105. So like right there, it kind of said, hey, these springs might be too stiff. Now that we've had to be out here, I've had to open up compression on the fork and the shock completely open, so obviously I'm going to have to get some softer springs, definitely for Colorado, because I want to have as much compression and rebound adjustability as possible to make sure I can get a good supple setting while up there in the rocks. Besides making those kind of adjustments, it's really like how do I want the bar to be rolled back? Where do I want my levers? I think I still want to move the brake lever down just a tad, but you know, those are little tiny things that I'm going to adjust once I clean the bike and things. One of the things that I wanted to do though was ride this bike before I put any accessories on it. So some of the stuff that I have is the XC Gear Mako bar clamps, and I've got their padded pegs as well. And so I'm looking forward to putting those on. Obviously not just because of my ankle, because of my shoulder surgery, and obviously my baby hands has been an issue. So that's gonna help a lot. We've got all the bulletproof designs, equipment in, so we're gonna have the radiator guards, the shark fin, as well as the chain guide stiffener. It's just a stronger bit to put on there so you don't have to totally replace the chain guide if you don't want to. So those are some accessories that I'm gonna be putting on the bike. I'm obviously gonna show you guys that. We're gonna come out and ride again with Tyler next Thursday and get our BRAP on. And I'm gonna be worrying a little bit more about getting just time on the bike. This was kind of do 2 or 3 laps, make some adjustments. Do 2 or 3 laps, make some adjustments. And next time it's going to be more along the lines of like, let's just ride for a good set amount of minutes and get some seat time in, you know, work on some blisters, get some calluses going, and get my happy ass ready for Colorado. Looking forward to it. Gonna go ice the, oh, did I mention that it's hot? I'm in my hydrogen light gear, which has been freaking awesome, but at the same time, if somebody happened to have some kinetic mesh that they wanted to send, I'd wear the shit out of it, because it's hot in Texas right now. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Believe me, if you have any questions, please ask them. I've already learned a lot about this motorcycle, so I can give you guys some good input on what I've been doing with the suspension, where I'm gonna be heading with it, and then of course, we're gonna be going to Colorado for seat time adventures. So any of that kind of stuff, put it in the comments below. Make sure you give it a subscribe, and if you like watching me ride, there's actually a Riding with Woody playlist, so you can go out there and watch all kinds of crashes that I've had throughout the years racing some of the National Enduros and the GNCCs and stuff like that. So if nothing else, I'll see you on the internet, and remember, always enjoy a pint full of awesome. All right, I'm tired.